Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the fifth episode of Cricketing Blues. Today, we'll talk about women cricket. So, I truly believe that's a time to give women's cricket its due. From Australia to Thailand, women cricket players are making huge strides, but much work to be done or remains to place their sports in truly equal footing. In recent World Cup, T20 World Cup, I must say, we saw the emergence of new heroes in the women game as more cricket fans than ever before switched on, and it also witnessed records being set in terms of crowds, broadcast, viewership, and digital engagement. When we talk about emergence, we can't forget about Thai women's team. Little over a decade, journey of Thailand women's team from playing their first international match in 2007 to qualify for their ever first World Cup in 2019 has been one of the sweat, diligence, grit, tenacity, and ultimate success. This actually captures the progress and growth of women's cricket. So now let's go from Thailand to Europe. Today we have two guests from women's cricketing fraternity who represent Norway national side. A Norway national site. When we talk about a Norway national site, this is the site which came together as a unit for the first time in 2014, and later Norway hosted a national match on home soil for the very first time. In 2015 and 2016, the women's team went abroad to compete against other European national teams. A key factor, what I have seen and what when I read about the Norway cricket, I found is it's the growth of women's cricket is only because of the opportunity for the students who tends to get an opportunity to attend an elite cricket program as part of their high school education. So Norway Cricket Federation is actually doing the grassroots level cricket promotion so that more and more people can get in and they can join and they can enjoy cricket. So before I get our guest online, let me introduce who are they. So our first guest today is Ramya Immadi. She is 28 years old and from basically from India. She moved to Norway in 2013 and work as mechanical engineer at Cisco and hold a master degree. I let me say once again, she's a mechanical engineer. Just remember this. She is an all-rounder, right-handed, opening batter, and right arm medium pace. She debuted for national Norway team in ICC Europe Women's Quadrangular T20 International Series against France, Jersey, and Austria. She also holds a leading position for the Women Development Committee in cricket under Norway Cricket Federation and loves to research about robots and latest gadgets. Mechanical engineer and robots and gadgets. Remember this once again. Our second guest is Pooja Kumari. She is 35 and a Norway resident since 2018. Scientist by profession, again, remember, scientist as a profession and PhD in biological science from National University of Singapore and now working as a researcher at the University of Oslo, exploring the information coded in RNA. Guys, if you guys want a question today, if you have any questions or if you would like to ask them, please do ask because those guys looks like they are scientists, they are engineer, and they love exploring new things about science. She is a bowling all-rounder, right arm off break, right hand middle order batsman. She is playing professional cricket in Norway since 2 years and trained with Norwegian women national team. Also a captain of women team of Vestli Cricket Club, Norway, Oslo. Pooja loves to design popular science experiment for high school students and also loves playing badminton and table tennis. So you guys, all the viewers, I must say we have two scientists today who love science, who loves playing cricket. This will be the first instance for me to discuss about women's cricket. So let's not waste any more time and welcome Ramya and Pooja. Hi Ramya, hi Pooja, how are you?
Hi,
Hi,
Irfan. We are
So
good.
how are you today?
Yeah, we're doing great. Yeah.
Great. So before I start, I must say and I must wish you happy Independence Day to both of you and all the Indian and Pakistani viewers.
Wish you the
Thank
same.
you. Wish you the same.
Thank you so much. So before I start, I must tell you that I have a surprise for you guys. Hope you will love them as you both love Thailand women's team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I'll try and I'll get you to know something about Thailand cricket today. It's going to be a very interesting show as both of you are science freak who turned cricketer. Let's jump to our question answers. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Excited to be
Okay,
here.
great. So let me ask you one by one. Pooja or Ramya, you guys can take initiative and start. Let's start with your journey. Tell us something about it. Why cricket?
Yeah. I can start.
Yeah, please
Uh,
go ahead.
yeah, I was into sports from the age 6. So I used to play volleyball, and I also participated in inter-school tournaments. And in my final year of my schooling, I had a hand fracture, and I had to give a break to volleyball.
Okay.
Yeah, but that short break has become a long break due to my university, moving to Norway, getting job. So it's a 10 years break. But once I got settled, I really wanted to get active again. So in Norway, soccer and handball, these are the famous games. Cricket
Okay.
is kind of growing sport. So only Indians or Pakistanis Australians or from England, they know cricket, not
Yes.
Norwegians. So a few of my friends also play in the division levels here in Norway. So, and I'm also familiar with cricket. So I wanted to give a try. There are two other friends from Burma. We three started as a ball girls, like
Okay.
like doing throwdowns and collecting the balls.
Yes.
And then we slowly started doing the bowling, and I took over the batting as well. It happened during the summer of 2018, and it's just for fun. In September, I somehow met our manager Junaid in an event. He
Okay.
really wanted to make a women's team for Vestli Cricket Club, and
Okay.
he really pushed us, encouraged us, three of us, and uh, we actually started the team from September, and now it became a team of 16 with 12 active girls.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had an indoor slot which we train during the whole winter in 2018, and uh, uh, January, February in 2019, and then we moved outdoors. During 2019 June, we had a selection. Our
Okay.
former coach Shaz, he did the selection day, which I participated in. In fact, most of the Wesley people participated in that tournament, and we
Okay.
three got into the team, and I debuted for national team, as you said, in 2019 June. And
Okay.
apart from that, I also played 4 tournaments here in Norway. Among them, two are with Sweden and Finland, and Sweden and Finland, and the next one is ongoing. So we have
Okay.
final match on 30th August.
That's great. That's great. So as we all start our career from playing rolling wickets and being a ball boy, ball girl, as
Yeah,
it's exactly similar for you as well, correct? You
yeah.
also started your career, and you
Mhm.
once you started being that, you started bowling and you started batting and getting into the grooves of game, which is we all passionate about cricket. Okay,
You
that's
know,
great. So
yeah,
yeah,
you
please,
know
please
what?
go on.
Cricket is like a smoking. Once you get in, you get addictive to the game.
Truly,
That's
truly.
how we are continuing it.
Truly. I can understand. It's a heart and soul for us now. Yeah,
Yeah,
true. That's true. Let's hear what how about Pooja? Pooja, can you tell us something about
Right. I'm really glad that I'm doing this with Ramya because she is quite critical in my cricket journey, especially in Norway.
okay.
I played the sport as a child back in the school time. There was no
Okay.
organized league or anything, but just playing in the local playgrounds.
Okay.
And I mean, one of the fondest memory from childhood is that my mother is a school teacher and she used to take tuition classes in the evening
Okay.
for almost 4 hours. And we used to have a lot of kids over these 4 hours. And each
Okay.
kid used to have only 1 hour slot, but everybody
Okay.
used to come together. And for the rest 3 hours, we used to play outside. So that's how cricket really started. But then again, through studies and everything, it got lost. There was no organized women team in college time, or even when I was doing my PhD, I could not explore any of these opportunities. When
Yes.
I moved to Norway in 2018,
Yes.
some of my colleagues were playing in like first division league in Norway, and they were
Okay.
friends with Ramya's friends, and that's how I got connected with Ramya. And that time, as Ramya told, the team was rather small. I think there were only 5 girls when I joined them. And
Okay.
I still remember Ramya met me and she asked me if I will continue to play. And I
Okay.
told her that I'll tell you at the end of the session, because I was not sure
Okay.
after it was almost after 20 years that I was going to hold a bat. But then when I got the ball, we were just doing some catching drills. I got the ball in my hand for the first time and I was sure that I'm going to play now onwards.
Hope it was
So,
not same like a Kachira. Kare, you remember the Lagan movie?
no, 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 not like that.
Amir Khan threw the ball and ask him to throw it back, and when he did that, and it was a
Yeah.
spin bowler. He's a spin bowler. Hope you didn't start it like a spin your spin bowling.
I mean, I started trying to do medium pace, but yeah, when I was not training so hard, then I switched to off break.
Okay.
But yeah, just having a cricket ball in the hand after all these years was pretty
Yes.
exciting. And then, I mean, of course, we had more senior players who were practicing regularly, but I had more experience as a cricket viewer
Yes.
over many years, and I had a good knowledge of cricket. So as soon as we started the season, the board took a decision to make me the captain. So I started playing as a captain in the team, and it
Okay.
was a great opportunity. I also started training with the girls who were going to play in the ICC
Okay.
tournament. I was not
Oh, that's
qualifying
great.
because of my residence criteria. I had not lived in Norway for 3 years by then,
3 years.
but I
Okay.
continued to practice with them, and I really like to bowl at them in the nets, give them
Okay.
some practice with spin bowling,
Practice.
because most other girls are medium pace. So I
Correct.
bring
Correct.
some variety in the bowling attack.
True.
So yeah, that's the journey so far.
So, so it's exactly like similar to everyone. It's not exceptional. We all been to the same journey. We all have been started similar to that. Okay, I understand that. It's great to know that how women cricketer is exactly same as men cricketer. They also come into the picture in a similar fashion. How we
I
are.
think it's same in that way, but there is a little bit difference because I think women has lesser opportunities in organized league,
Correct.
so we lose players very easily. Like maybe some year there is no league happening, right?
Correct.
So yeah, so we lose players, but other than that, of course, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's hard to sustain the players. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very hard. I know. I definitely I agree to your point that it's more challenging for women cricketer to stay for longer period of time as a unit, and then being their practice and keep on getting time, taking out time from their family, and being
exactly.
there with the team, and being out of their home, because you guys need to travel for playing cricket as well. So it's a bit
Yeah,
hard.
Mm.
Sometimes it becomes hard.
exactly.
Okay, I understand. Let's go ahead for our second question. And so you both play for Vestli Cricket Club, you know. So
Yeah.
what's so interesting about your club apart from both of you?
Uh, Vashli, it's a big team. One
Okay.
of the biggest club here in Norway. It
Okay.
has 9 teams, like
Oh wow.
ABC teams in men's and under
Mm-hmm.
13, under 15, under 17, and under 19 kids teams, and women's team. So we I manage the girls team. I'm the manager for the
Okay.
girls team, but
Okay.
Wesley itself has one big manager,
Mm-hmm.
Junaid. He's a
Mm-hmm.
backbone for the team,
Mm-hmm.
whole club. Uh, he never say no to us. So if we want kids, provides kids, he facilities. Even recently, we had a tournament at Trondheim. It's 8 hours, 6 hours drive from Oslo, 6 to 8 hours. So he arranged a bus for everyone to go in a team. He's really uh,
Passionate.
backbone for yeah. It's like the present Wesley women's team is sustaining because his support. It's
Okay,
also
wow.
it's a major role. He has a major role in that. Uh,
Okay.
the interesting part in Wesley is we never differentiate. So it's like, okay, we are a men's team. So if you come over here, then you will get hurt. So please go away. We don't have that situation. So
That's
in fact, they
great.
will welcome us and they will let us play with them, and they will share their experiences and also techniques, teach us techniques. And when we started, we hardly had
Mhm.
tournaments. We never played matches much. So Junaid, he himself made kits available for us to do practice matches. So we played against under 13.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Understand.
Yeah,
they're really good at it.
one opponent team which we have never beaten is our under 15 boys. We haven't
Wow.
managed to beat them yet.
Okay. Okay.
So
I
we play
I
against them as practice, but we have never managed to beat them.
my
Yeah.
best wishes for you guys, for you girls. I must say, you guys have to beat them, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a
We,
matter
we
of
are, we are
time
waiting
now.
for that day.
Yeah.
No, but the boys
Okay.
are really helpful. I mean, they always help us practice. And as Ramya
Okay.
says, I mean, the manager and the whole club really has a vision to make the Wesley Club as an academy. They
Okay.
Yeah.
want to nurture youth, women, younger talent. They always give opportunities to younger people, and they are like trying to develop cricket not just for our club but for Norway. They are always
Yeah.
supportive. We have dedicated training slots, dedicated coach.
Mm.
Whatever support we need, we get from them.
So the
And
infrastructure, so
yeah.
if I say so that there a proper infrastructure is already present, it's just that you need, you can say, the amount number of people who can come in, join in, and then can have a very nice and a very good team.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. What we need is more active players
Correct.
who are like who have a dedicated time for the
Yeah.
sports, who
Yeah.
could come for practice every week or something like that. That's what we are really aiming for now, and we are somewhere on the track. We have
True.
eight
True.
to ten girls coming every week and practicing. Yeah.
Wow.
And the interesting part about the Wesley women's team is like we have a different age groups. The
Okay.
youngest one is 17, and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
oldest one, I mean, not oldest, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
All
senior
that.
player is
Veteran.
40.
Veteran
Yeah,
one.
veteran.
Okay.
Right,
Veteran.
exactly, veteran. She is
Oh,
40, so we are
40
spanning from
years.
17 to 40.
So we
wow.
have
That's a,
different age groups, and also we have different experience levels.
okay.
So some has 6 years, and some has 2 years, and some have 2-3 months experience. So we never differentiate among ourselves in terms of age or in terms of experience. We come as a gift pack with unexpected surprises. So
Okay.
it's even yesterday evening we had fun together, like barbecue and play cricket in a garden, and we had a nice time.
So, you guys are lucky. I can say that you guys are lucky that you have a proper club which gives you a proper infrastructure to play cricket, and it
Mm.
gives a family environment so that you guys
Exactly.
accustomed and you guys don't feel that cautiousness, or you can say that it's much easier to gel around and play cricket,
Of
which
course.
is like
Of
we
course.
all
Mm.
want. Correct?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
How
we play
Yeah.
together with all the guys. Like we bowl to them, they bowl to us. Really nice environment.
That's great. So
Yeah.
let's go on and we go ahead and let's talk about Thailand women's cricket. I know you guys have shown a lot of interest when we started talking about this interview and this setup, like how we gonna through and what you want to discuss in this interview. It would be casual or formal. So
Yeah.
when I compare Thailand women's team with Norway women's team, okay, as you
Mhm.
guys are now a permanent setup, a permanent person in that Norway setup, Thailand team normally plays game of this cricket very professionally, being
Mm.
there at ground every day, working very hard. They just want to make their mark in the map of world cricket. So they are very professional. They go on and they can play full day. So
Yeah.
when I compare you guys, what difference you can see when you compare Norway women's team being an associate nation with Thailand women's team, which has recently made their World Cup debut?
Yeah. It's I mean, it's a big achievement for Thailand team to get into a World Cup debut. Uh, we are still in grassroots, so
Oh,
Thailand team is it displayed us that hardworking will achieve the results. Enough. I mean, it shows the results, and it's also that women's team in Norway. We need more exposure and more matches to reach
yes,
to that level. So
true.
it's like hardworking teams like Thailand. They really motivate us to develop the women's team here in Norway. Like they set an example for us. So you can't actually find the differences, but
Yeah,
we are in the progress. It's hard to make differentiation between Thailand and Norway women's team as we are in grassroots. Uh,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I'm not wrong, I guess they rank around 12th, right? Uh,
yeah,
yes,
we
yeah.
are in
I mean,
55.
yeah, it's no small achievement. Like if within 12 years, if a team can rank 12th, I mean, overall over the world, it's a great achievement. I mean, being an associate nation,
Mm.
I
yeah,
really
true.
think where things clicked for Thailand women team was when they started the under 19 team,
Yeah,
because the senior team was kind of hit and miss, right? Sometimes they were doing well, sometimes they were not doing well. But once they invested in the under 19 team, that's when they became like really winning, and they had a like long streak. I guess
yeah,
15 or 17 matches, right? They won
correct.
continuously. And it's clear, like players like Chatham, who started playing as a 12-year-old.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah,
think the
I understand.
investment in youth was
Yeah,
something which always should look forward, and should try to do that, follow Thailand in that case.
Yes, I understand.
And
So
yeah,
sorry to interrupt you, Pooja.
yeah,
I'll continue on that. I have a very interesting surprise for you, both of you girls. So, today it's my pleasure to invite Mr. Harshal Pathak, who is a
mm,
Thailand women's coach,
ah,
and
right,
he's there with us as a Thailand women's team since 2018 November. He
sure,
was also a personal batting coach for Harmanpreet Kaur's for 2.5 years,
that's
and
cool,
has a vast coaching experience, like coaching Maharashtra Ranji Trophy team as an assistant coach, and
right.
also he has coached a lot of cricket academies in Pune. So I'll not waste any time, and I'll bring him online so that we can discuss more about women's cricket. Uh,
Sure.
how are you? Can you hear us?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Yes, thanks, sir. Thanks for joining us. Pooja and Ramya, they are big fan of Thailand women's team, and as they in a national Norway Cricket Federation, they would definitely work on the same pathway as Thailand team have done it. So I have some questions for you as well, which will certainly help other associate nation and other women's national team. So I'll just go ahead and ask you, and then I'll also give a chance to our two Norway girls to talk to you, and they can ask
Can't
definitely
hear you
questions.
clearly. Your
Okay. So so they also joined Ramya and Pooja, and they are also big fan of Thailand women's team. So
I
they
can't
have
hear you clearly.
so okay. So can you rejoin the call? If you can rejoin, I think it would be better. It looks like an internet connection at your end.
Yeah, it looks like he is freezing all the time.
Correct. So let me okay, like looks like he's connecting back. So let's wait for a couple of minutes. I think so he'll be joining back soon. So
Yeah,
yeah, Pooja. He's joined. Okay. Can you hear us now? Better?
It's little better, but still
Yeah.
the voice is cracking for some reason.
That's okay. We can hear you very well. So it's just that we have a couple of questions for you, and thanks for being a part of this chat show. Both of these girls, they love Thailand women's team, and who better than you? We can talk more about Thailand women's team.
Just give
okay.
I
Please take your time. Please take your time.
so that
We
maybe
can
it
be.
is some
Yeah, sure, sure.
Just let me just hold on.
Yeah,
But
looks
it's
like an
really
internet.
pleasure to see him on live. I
No,
never
definitely.
expected.
See, it's all thanks to Thailand Cricket Association. I've been checking with them constantly, being communicating with them and asking them whether they would uh, send someone as an administrator or a coach for you guys to get some inputs and insights about Thailand cricket. And we have been so lucky that he's part of this chat show today.
No, I mean, if associate nations get experienced people like him, right, it's really great. I
Yeah,
mean, that's probably one of the advantage Thailand has being in Southeast Asia. They have access to India, Sri Lanka,
Hmm.
so they can always get more experienced people who can help them develop cricket.
true, true. Let me. I think it would be better if he rejoins. Okay, please, Pooja, you can continue. Meanwhile, I'll check with him.
Sure. Yeah, I think I was saying that Thailand really invested in the youth team, right?
Yes,
And that's one thing which any associate nation should really follow, because when you learn sports as a child is very different from when you learn as an adult.
Yeah.
true.
And the other thing which I feel is now they have a home ground, which is
Yeah,
tough, which is great,
yeah, yeah.
because in Norway, because of the weather,
No.
it's not possible to have turf. We play on mat.
Yeah.
And
Correct,
then when
correct,
we
correct,
go for international matches, it's a striking difference. Like because of this, we don't have quality spinners in sides.
correct, correct.
Yeah, but
So,
then yeah,
Harsha sir, can you hear us now properly? Oh, it looks like internet connection is bad again.
yeah.
Looks like yeah, it looks bad. So he must be rejoining again. I think so. He needs to come out of his house or something like that. Okay, please go on, Pooja.
Sure. Yeah, so apart from these things, I think everybody likes the Thai team because of the way they conduct themselves,
True.
right? I was reading an article where somebody called them as smiling assassins because they are so calm, but they can win the games. And this gesture where they always go and bow in the ground first, that shows
Yeah,
how they respect the game. And
true.
it's a team sport, so it's really important that the team dynamics is good. I was also reading that they live together in the same apartment in Bangkok, the whole team,
True. True.
which is really cool because that just gives a very nice camaraderie, right, among the players. And in a team sport, is very very important. So these are the
True.
things which any associate nation, including Norway, can learn from them. And
True.
I'm a big fan of both the openers, Chatnam and Bu Chatham. I'm really, I was so happy to see them batting in the last league game against Pakistan. I was like rooting for them; they should win the game. But yeah, it was washed out
Yeah,
by
it was
rain.
it was our bad luck. We can say that
Yeah,
we were in very good position, and it
exactly.
was like we thought at that moment of time that it's our game, because
Yes, definitely.
we were playing very nice, very well
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in that game. So, Harshal sir, can you hear us again? Looks looks internet connection is stuck again. So let me go ahead. Meanwhile, he joins. I'll
Sure.
just go on the next question. How supportive is Norway Cricket Federation in terms of encouraging and providing support to women cricket?
Yeah, I can say that, or I
Yeah,
can start with. I'm also into the oh, his back.
well, looks like. Can you hear us now, sir?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sorry for
that's
the
great.
internet connection.
Great. No
Yeah.
issues at all, sir. It's our pleasure
I
that
hope.
you are part of our show tonight. Uh, so, sir, as I already mentioned, they are a big fan of Thailand women's team, and they would like to have an insight about Thailand team. So, I have a couple of questions. If you can guide us through, can I start asking them?
Yeah, Irfan, I'm sorry again. I'm losing your voice. I barely can hear anything, but I don't know the
That,
reason why. Because the other my I just checked my other devices. They are pretty okay with the internet.
so
Can
looks like
you
you need to
hear
switch.
me?
We can hear you very well. No issue at all.
Okay,
I.
I think it's just that I cannot hear you.
Mhm. If
Yeah,
you don't mind, can you switch to your data mode from Wi-Fi? That would help.
I am on Wi-Fi actually.
Yeah, so join from your data mode. That would be great help.
I'm not on data mode. I am on Wi-Fi.
Can you switch to your data mode?
Okay, just a minute. I'll just
Yeah,
take it.
yeah, okay. And then I'll just get you in as well once you go to your data mode. But it looks like okay now. We can hear you properly.
No, yeah. Can you
Better,
hear me?
very, very well. This is perfectly fine. Yeah,
Yeah, this looks. Yeah, sorry for the glitch. Seems to be some network issue out here.
no, that's
Um,
okay, sir.
yeah, so you were asking me questions about the team
Sir,
and
yes.
how it developed.
Correct. I just have a question like how an associate nation should go ahead and plan for a big stage. Tell us something about Thailand women's team. How about the preparation for the World Cup and how they're preparing right now?
Yeah, I lost the last bit of it, but I think I get your question. I hope you people can hear me. Um,
Yes.
Basically, see, for our World Cup, which we played in Australia in 2020, the preparation actually started right from the Asia regional qualifiers itself. So we
Okay.
obviously had a goal to qualify for the World Cup, and it's not that we just started after you know reaching the finals to the global qualifier, but it started well before that. So we had set our goals, short term goals as well as the long term goals. So we kept the eye on the ball and we kept on achieving short term goals. That was the
Okay.
key. And the big help was Shan Kadir, our cricket development manager, and our CEO Kadir sir. They
Okay.
supported the team and myself a lot in getting a lot of my plans. Uh, Making it possible. On the association level, like we had a lot of high performance camps in Pune. Then we played a lot of matches against good teams over there. Also, we played a lot of tournaments because I
Yeah.
strongly believe as a coach, you need to play a lot of quality games to improve. Because what matters is not just your practice or the time you spend in the gym or the work which you do on the field, but you should always keep in mind the mental aspect of the game, which is necessary during matches, and you can develop that by playing more and more matches, or in practices you do a lot of match simulation practices that helps you to get that game awareness. So that was the whole
True.
plan.
Okay. That's great. As you already mentioned about Pune, my next question to you, so that it can help Pooja and Ramya as well, and other women cricketer who are watching this show. How the next generation of Thai women cricket is being shaped in Pune? As you mentioned, they are in Pune for a lot of time for practicing and everything. How do you think that is shaping us?
Well, the big thing, it's a great inspiration for the young Thai cricketers, especially women, I would say, that watch what our current team, including support staff and association and all the management achieved in the past year is so that will be inspiration for the young girls to take up the game and be focused and be precise about how you practice. So the biggest thing what we have cultivated in our Thai cricketing culture is smart hard work. It's not just hard work.
Yeah.
Knowing what you're doing and why you want to do which is going to help you win the match. Knowing things and working it is the key point. That's what I feel. So the young cricketers, young Thai girls and boys, they're inspired with their own heroes like Sornarin, then Nataya, Natakan, Chanida, all these brilliant performers. So it's a great inspiration, and they want to be like them. So I think they also look up to
Yeah.
them, how the way they prepare, the way they train themselves, the way they prepare their mind for the game, or that is what done. And we have a lot of interaction, and the best part is all these seniors, help out the juniors in passing on the experience. So that is the way forward. That's what I feel.
Yeah, okay, that was great. Like, and we have seen Thailand women team in the World Cup has been called as smiling assassins. They seem to had a lot of fun over there. We have seen them dancing, enjoying big stage. They were not, they were looking very confident. Can you tell us about their World Cup journey? How was it, so that it can have a big insight to us as well?
Oh, it was an amazing journey. I can tell you as a coach also, and about the players also. I think the fact that you're saying they were confident and they were smiling and all, it's I think something to do with the kind of preparations which we had. So we not only we were positive on the field, but we were very positive off the field also. So I think
Yeah,
it's to do with a lot of preparation. So we had precisely prepared for all kinds of scenarios which would be possible. Obviously, on
yeah,
the first World Cup, it's not going to be easy because there are a lot of nerves and
true,
you cannot replicate pressure. So
true,
World Cup
definitely.
pressure you cannot make
Yeah.
a practice scenario. You have to experience it. So you have to experience, and the thing is, we never there just to learn the game or something. No, because what I personally think is, if you go with the intent to learn the game, you stop competing. You compete
True,
in the game, and the competition itself. So that was our motto. We are not going to go to learn. We are going to go to win a few matches over there. Obviously, we knew that there were some tough teams, and a World Cup will have all the best teams in the world. So you
yeah,
are expecting, tough resistance or tough situations in the match. But you compete
true,
in those situations, and that competition, when you
yeah,
win the match, they teach you lessons. So that is the
true,
learning, which is an automatic thing. So you never go into a match thinking to win something. That is what we thought of it, and I think that helped us
yeah,
to give the edge in the last match against Pakistan. According to me, we could have won it because we had got a
Yeah.
true.
wonderful total 150
Definitely.
in 20 overs on that Sydney Showground pitch, and it would have never been easy for the opposition to chase against our bowling attack and fielding side.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, definitely. Definitely, I certainly agree to that. I think Pooja and me were like, and Ramya as well. We were talking about the same. We were in very good situation. It was like for sure our bad luck. Otherwise, we would have won
Yeah.
that game. So I'll just ask Pooja and Ramya, if you have any questions, you can definitely ask Harshal sir here. He's there to answer your questions.
Sure. I would like to know, like you mentioned about dedicated practice session with a very specific goal. So, how do you design a session? Like, how should we think? Like, when we go
Pooja,
for a
I
session, what
can't
should
hear
be
you.
our goal for a day?
Can't hear you.
So what Pooja is
Just
asking?
give me a
Can you
minute.
hear us
I'll just
now?
change my internet. I know it's changed.
Sure, sure.
Just a minute.
Yeah, Pooja, you can go ahead, and Ramya, you have a question about something. You can just ask, and then we'll get a good insight today.
No, it's
So
like the
Yeah.
comment he mentioned is like when you're in the game, you have to compete. When
yeah,
you're in the session, you have to learn. It's like this is also a kind of situation we have right now. When in the nets, in the training sessions, we do learn a lot,
yeah,
but
yeah,
in the match, we have to compete.
yeah, true.
I completely agree with that comment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really.
if
I mean,
you,
what we need to learn is how to simulate match-like situation in our practice sessions, so
Mm,
that then we are better match ready. That is
yeah,
something which we are right now lacking.
mm,
yeah, if you go into the game with your guards down, you will definitely not gonna win. You
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
just
of
go with your
course.
full confidence, and you're there to win, obviously. So you have to
mm,
Yeah,
fight
it's
hard.
very important to believe that you can win, and only then you can
Yeah,
win.
mm.
Yeah,
true, definitely. Okay, so he has left the conversation and he might join us soon. So before he
sure.
joins, let's go ahead and talk about the Norway Cricket Federation, how they are
Mhm.
encouraging and providing support to women's cricket.
Yeah, Norway Cricket Federation (NCF) they've been providing. They have been working on the women's development for quite a few years right now. So before us, like 2 years back, there are four teams that are participated in many tournaments. There are also teams that went outside Norway and played the tournaments. And presently, NCF is really looking forward to develop. So they made a specific committee to make the development in the women's team. So it's like a women's development committee. So this committee is only focused on bringing up women's and giving an exposure about the cricket in many of the women's. And NCF is also doing a lot of events. We have a sports university here. So the sports university have many kind of events that give a showcase of their own sports. So NCF involves in that kind of events as many as possible. And volunteers from NCF, we go there and we also represent and show cricket there. And now NCF is also planning to introduce cricket at school level.
Wow, that's great.
So we also there have been also an event regarding showing cricket to the sports teachers in the schools last year. So NCF has been doing its best to encourage cricket in general and also encourage women's development. So we had a goal of having 8 teams for women at least. Now we have 4 complete teams and 1 incomplete team right now. We are still working on the 8. And this year we also had many matches, like to get match experiences. And they also provide us with all the support with courses or booking of grounds for matches or tournament organizing and everything. So they give the best support.
Okay, great. That's great to hear that. Harsha sir joined again. It looks like very good, stable internet connection. So I'll just quickly ask Ramya and Pooja to fire the questions you have. Please go ahead.
Please. I'm so sorry for the trouble.
No problem. Before you left us live, I was asking you, how do we stimulate match-like situations in the nets, and how can we have a targeted practice session? Like when we go to nets, with what kind of mindset we should go? That we should have a particular goal in mind for every session.
I'll explain it to you with the help of an example. Suppose you are a top order batter. Suppose an opening batter. So before the nets, you could talk to the coach and understand where you're going to play a tournament or something. So you understand that the nature of the pitch or the conditions which you're going to face. If you know the opposition even better, if you know the opposition and you've played them or rather not played, you can still understand what kind of a bowling attack they would have. And when you go in the nets, you can put yourself through a certain number of overs, giving yourself a target and asking the bowlers what kind of field you have, and you try to achieve that target. So those kind of scenarios. And the same could be done to the bowlers, where you are bowling against an attacking batter, and as a bowler you give yourself a target, talking to your coach that I need to stop these many runs, or what are the lines I'm going to bowl, what kind of field placings I will have. And you keep on doing it in the nets every day. So eventually your mind gets used to it. And when you go in the match, suddenly with the field placings and the targets and all, your mind is not alien to it. It's kind of, it knows what's going to happen. So it knows, I've done this. So that helps your mind to be much more relaxed in a actual match. So that is hence you practice those scenarios. Or in fielding also, you could do some fielding practices. Like suppose Ramya might be a point fielder, so she would mostly stand at point, and the ball drilled at you at point, and you got to have a target that in 20 attempts I'm going to stop these many runs. So those kind of scenarios. Put yourself in a situation which would arise in a match. So that is the easiest but the most effective way to practice, I would say.
Sure. And as you I'll just ask one more. So as you said that it's almost impossible to get a World Cup scenario and replicate that kind of pressure, right? But do you also do any kind of mental training in addition to the skill training?
Absolutely. I think the biggest, as I said when I came before, it is a team effort. Like, it's not only about me making the programs and the girls doing it and all. It's a integrated program. So, as I said, our CEO Kadir sir and Shan Kadir helped us great with, Shan got a wonderful tournament before the World Cup qualifiers in Netherlands to acclimatize. So these are things which help you in the tournament. Kadir sir has always helped us. So regarding that, there was also one aspect we trained a lot in the part of meditation in yoga, because a calm mind makes better decisions. So you have to keep your mind calm. So we worked on the mental aspect of staying calm, as well as doing a lot of visualization. You see yourself in the scenario where, so that helped us a lot for sure, I can tell you, because your cricket is a mental game. So you have to work on your mental aspect. Absolutely, it's a must, I would say.
Okay, great.
So how does this match scenarios in training sessions would help to improve in technical wise?
See, that's a very nice question actually. It's a very relative thing. Like, whatever technique practice which we just did not do technical practice just for the sake of it, or just learning a front foot defense or learning a back foot drive. That's been done. That happens at grassroots levels, and that is there. But what kind of shots you would be playing in a T20 World Cup? So what kind of options you would be taking? So once you understand those options, then you practice those options technically. That is how you integrate it. So you do it the other way around. So and the match situation actually helps your technique, because in the match that this kind of ball I need to play in a certain area which is most effective for my team to get more runs, and then you practice that kind of a shot. So that helps your technique also.
Okay, so you bring back the match scenario and then practice for it at the nets.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir,
it's all about repetition. It's all about repetition.
True. Yeah. Thanks. I must say thanks to you and Cricket Association of Thailand for being there in the show. And we have a lot to talk about. I want to talk more and more about Thailand cricket and obviously women cricket. So I'll definitely bring you again back on the show in near future. And I would like to say thanks once again for joining us today. And I'll continue the interview with two of our girls. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you, Irfan.
Pleasure to talk with you.
My best wishes to you, Pooja and Ramya. Yeah, best wishes.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
So, how was it? Did you guys like it?
Yeah.
It was a great experience talking to him. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to quickly about our questions. Both of you administered and now worked as a junior umpires, correct? For Norway Cricket Federation. What's your say on being a junior? Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to go back to the previous question before we move ahead, right? We were talking about the Cricket Federation. And of course, Ramya told all the nice things about Federation.
Yeah.
But I mean, we should also be very introspective all the time, right? So what I feel is what we lack is some kind of continuity. Like we don't see the players who were playing 2-3 years ago. They just kind of disappeared. And when this continuity is lacking, it's very hard to develop sports. I mean, what we need in Norway is somebody like Tipo in Thailand, right? Who has been moonlighting for the last 10 years or so. So I think both I and Ramya would agree that in the years to come, somebody like me or Ramya should take up that role, and we should stay on with cricket and then help the federation to provide some continuity in terms of teams, players, of course, skills and everything. So that is one thing which we really need to develop.
True, definitely. That should be the way of going forward. Absolutely agree on that. So let's go back quickly on our next question. So both of you are now a junior umpire for Norway Cricket Federation. What's your say on being a junior umpire and how it helps in growing as a cricketer?
I did the umpiring course to know the rules and regulations
Okay.
of the cricket to know more about cricket. So I I didn't do much umpiring. I just did for on kids you teams. I do most of the scoring stuff, so I can do scoring at the same time I can watch the match, uh,
Yeah.
how the ballers bowl and how the batter should react and how they react, how the game strategy changes. Because as the division, the higher division,
Yeah.
you can see the better mind game in the
True.
cricket. So that's made me more focus in scoring rather than umpiring. So I did
Okay.
the course for to get the knowledge of the cricket. So Pooja can have this question because she did umpiring for many divisions.
Yeah, this
Okay.
season I umpired quite a lot. I have maybe I've stood for more than 20 games now,
Okay.
and these are all T20 games. And I've umpired at also higher divisions. And tomorrow I'll be umpiring for the first time in Division One match, so I'm a little nervous about that. But it'll be a
Great.
great opportunity.
Okay.
So I mean, I
Uh,
have been watching cricket for so long, but watching in real time from inside the ground is very different. And as Ramya said, we are really learning the mind games. As a captain, I'm learning field placements, bowling changes, how you should accelerate or deaccelerate innings depending on the situation. So it's helping me a lot as a player and also as a captain. And of course,
okay.
it's fun. It's fun to be out in the sun, watch cricket. It's just great fun.
Yeah, that's great. Great to know that. Okay. So tanning is one of the thing which you're getting apart from
Yes,
getting an experience.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Got
being
it.
in Norway, we should not complain. We have sun only for 6 months, so we should take as much
Oh,
as we can.
Hardly 4 months.
okay. That's great. But you have to utilize as much as you can, correct, for those
Yeah.
4 months.
Of
Understand,
course.
definitely. So let's go on quickly on next question. How do you guys prepare yourself as an individual and as a team before a big ICC international tournament or any big game?
Uh, I only participated in one international tournament, and at that stage, I was completely new to the cricket,
Yeah,
and I also don't have much match practices.
yeah,
So I went to the tournament.
yeah,
Uh, I was not confident enough to play that tournament. Uh, I was thinking in lower order, but
yeah.
my former coach Shaz, he believed that I have technique, so he sent me as an opener. Though even I don't have much performance,
Yeah.
I was kind of I didn't give much better performance, but I really supported in all the way I can do in that tournament. Um, from that tournament, I learned a lot because the pitches are different.
Yeah.
We do on a uh, uh,
Play on
the
Astro.
tournament was in
Yeah, we play on a
tough
mat. Yeah.
match. We
Yeah,
play on
yeah,
mat, and the tournament is in tough, and uh, the teams are different. We don't know the bowlers.
correct.
It's first time we are facing each other, and there is a lot of stress going on. And I was known that I was opening the match like few minutes before the match, so I was
Okay.
not prepared for it at all. So I think I have that experience,
Yeah.
and now as I'm playing the tournaments in Norway, whatever I had minuses in that experience, I was focusing them to get to become like strength in this tournaments, so I can give my best in the next coming ICC tournament, if in near future. So I was
Yeah.
preparing hard, and I was also playing with one of the tough players in Norway, women players that have been playing for 6 years,
Okay.
Falcon Cricket Club. They are really young and they really good at cricket. So
Okay.
as we have age difference, and I'm pretty new to the cricket, and there's so many differences. They really welcomed me as a team player, and I really like the environment. So I really learn a lot from them, and they give us a motivation for Vestli team as well. Till
Okay.
now, it's our it's a positive competition between both of the teams in Norway present as well.
That's
So
great.
Yeah, as
yeah.
Harshal said, right, it's a lot of mind game as well. So instead of
True.
together with preparing for skills and like all this net practice, definitely we have to focus on like going back to basics and developing a good temperament for
Mm,
cricket. Also, it's a team sport, so we should have a very good team dynamics. So these are the
Yeah,
things which
true.
we should
mm,
prepare, like
True.
given even the small experience that we have. These are the things which we can really develop, and we are focusing on that all the time now.
yeah.
That's great. Great to know that. So yeah, eventually, like you guys have to gain a lot of confidence before you
Yeah.
step into the field, before you go for to play such matches. And as
Yes,
Harshal sir also mentioned, meditation,
of course, of
practicing
course.
real time, real match scenario. These also help to gain
No, no,
confidence.
I really feel when I'm batting or bowling, it is almost like meditation, right? When you're batting, if you lose your concentration for a second, you're gone.
True,
When
true,
you're
true,
bowling, you lose your concentration, your line is gone, your length is gone. It's just
true,
like that. So yeah,
As
the
a
mental
batter, you
training is
only
very
have
important.
one ball.
Exactly.
true, true, true. Okay, let's move on. Let's go into the another question. Tell us something about women cricket. There is not much get published. We hardly listen, hardly hear something. Though we appreciate ICC has came up with a new Beyond Cricket show or a movie or something like that, which is just published in Netflix the day before yesterday,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
has shown us, which has gave us a lot of insight about the women cricket, how the teams prepared. What is the camaraderie? How's the camaraderie like? What is the fun quotient?
Yeah, I think what we see here in the like the north part of the world, the Nordic countries together, like Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, they are trying to build tournaments, even winter tournaments indoors, and then summer tournaments. And they, of course, they are connected to ICC, and together these 4 or 5 countries are trying to develop cricket.
Yeah,
I think, and the slowly the focus is getting into younger like teams, under 13, under 15 teams. It's still a constant challenge to get new players, and mostly native country people, like mostly it's still played
yeah,
by immigrant background people, right?
true.
So it would be nice to have more native Norwegians playing cricket. I mean, the
Yeah,
camaraderie is great because sometimes we also play in mixed teams. If one of
yeah,
the countries don't have enough players, we are still happy to have them in the tournament, and then we just share players with them and then just play as a one big group. So it's not about
yeah,
winning or losing, it's about having the fun of playing cricket. But at the same
true.
time, it's competitive. We want to win the
Yeah,
game. Everybody wants to get the awards for best batter or best bowler, whatever. But
yeah.
at the same time, we support each other.
Yeah. We
That's
give
great.
our
Great.
best to for everyone to get the match experience and have some learning from that tournament or
Yeah,
matches.
As
exactly.
we are talking about having fun at the ground, at the same time winning matches, having
Mhm.
fun, whatever we are doing, when we are batting, bowling, or whatever the thing is. So when we talk about the competitiveness, do you think that women cricketers are more competitive than men cricket or men?
I think every sport is competitive. When you play, you don't want to lose, right? And
Yeah.
it really doesn't matter who is playing. But
Yeah,
yeah, of course, women are more emotionally involved in anything. So
true.
you would expect more enticing games where we are more emotional about it, maybe as
True.
compared to men. But I think for associate nations, women sports is the way to go, as you see in the case of Thailand team,
Yeah,
right? Because these nations don't have professional contracts. We play together with work or studies,
true.
and women are great at multitasking. So I'm sure women will do better than men.
No, I absolutely agree. I find you guys are always have a lot of challenges, more challenges, as we have seen, like at our home as well. Correct. We always seen then that our moms, sisters, wives, they all uh, does a lot of other thing apart from their professional life. So it's always becomes more challenging for a women cricket. What's your say on this, Ramya? What do you think about it?
Yeah, as Pooja said, it's like it's hard. Men's it's completely different world. So
Yeah,
we emotionally women's we are emotionally involved in the match. So we try to give our best. At the same time, we also think about other teams as well. So
correct.
competing and also emotionally balanced. So
No, and
yeah,
also many a times, we have to break the like the glass ceiling.
Correct.
Because I just started umpiring, right? I've seen guys who think, how come a girl is umpiring? She may not know the rules.
True,
And
true, true.
we have to
I agree.
always fight against those kind of barriers. It's like a constant challenge. We
Mm,
Correct.
enjoy doing that.
mm.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not nice, but it
yeah.
is there. I mean, just a simple thing like nobody is used to calling batters. They always call batsmen.
Batsman.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
true.
and we always try to tell them, we try to correct them, but these are there and they will stay for some time unless we have more and more
yeah.
women cricketers around.
Correct. So, though all the viewers who have joined us today for this chat show, I'd like to ask them if they have any question. They can just go on and ask. I'll take up in the show after my questions, all of my questions. So let's move on and take another question. If given a chance, what would you want to change in cricket if you would like to, and why?
uh, I can answer this first.
Yes,
I
sure, sure.
really, it's like, it sounds funny, but I really want men's and women mixed together, because in developing countries it's hard to find a one whole team
True.
for in women's. So right now, if the divisions are going on in Norway, we have a fifth division, uh, uh, which has qualifiers. So even at least in that level, if they allow women to play in with the men's in the same team,
Correct.
that would be much helpful for women growth as well in the cricket. So instead
True.
of separating us, it would be good to mix together. So I
Yes.
really
Definitely.
want to change that.
We have a great example from the Swedish team.
Yeah,
Their captain,
yeah,
Gunjan Shukla, she actually plays with men,
men
Wow.
team.
and
Yeah.
her quality and our quality has a very striking difference because she is getting better competitors and she's playing with them.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great to hear that. And you remember some time ago uh, we heard the news that the combined men's international and women international team will be combined and they'll
I
be
have
playing again.
been. Yeah, I have been seeing this on TV for a long time with
Correct.
Virat Kohli and Harmanpreet Kaur together, but
True.
haven't seen it happening yet.
Let's see. We hope in the future we get those opportunities comes into the
Yeah,
picture as
sure.
couple of
But
our
one thing, yeah,
yeah.
one thing if I can change, I would like to. I'd like the game to tilt a little bit back towards the bowlers.
I certainly agree to you. I was just about to say if someone asked me, I'll say that don't give a no free hit to the no balls.
Yeah, I
You
mean
know,
the game should come
sometimes
back
it's
a little
harsh.
towards the bowlers.
Yeah.
And also, I don't like TV umpires. Ever since I started umpiring, I hate TV umpires.
Okay, I understand. I
No,
understand.
batsman has one ball and bowler has six balls. It's
Yeah.
too.
No, but then it's fine. I mean, it's not an easy decision to make on ground.
True,
You
true.
all the umpires are criticized, but when you can see something for a fraction of a second,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Not easy. Definitely not easy.
And it's
Okay.
kind of taking the human quotient away, right? It's becoming more and
Yeah,
more technical. With even the no ball is now looked by a TV umpire. It's just getting more and more technical.
Mm.
true. Definitely agree on that. So let's go. Let's move ahead and ask the last question which I have you on this show. What's your future plan? Both of you.
As a player, I still continue developing myself technically in match scenarios or in matches, get more practice, and try to uh, give my try to make sure we women can mix up with qualifiers, men's
Okay,
team,
understand.
Sure. Yeah,
and the management wise, I'll give my whole support to support the women's development in cricket.
Okay, understand.
yeah,
Understand you.
I would
Over to you.
like to stay fit and play as long as possible. And then,
True.
of course, contribute to development of cricket and also specifically women cricket.
Mm.
And both I and Ramya are now into the federation as part of different committees. Like I'm into the
Okay.
selection committee. So I'm
Okay.
also watching all the men players very closely and learning on
Mm.
my way how to develop women cricket by experiencing the men's side. Yeah,
True. It's all about being in the game some way
exactly.
or the other. If you're not
Definitely.
playing, see, if I am not playing right now, I'm talking to you guys. So I'm being there and attached to cricket. That's what the aim should be, correct? In any
Of course.
ways, if you can give back to cricket, that is more than enough, I guess so.
No, as I mentioned earlier, also like somebody like Tipo who continues with the team or the sport for long is an advantage to everybody. So
True.
if some players stay for a longer period, that would really develop the sport. You play or you don't play, as far as you're associated with the sport, you are
Yeah.
doing a great service.
Definitely, that's true. Uh, as I already mentioned, I have a couple of surprises for you. So here goes the next surprise for you. Very quickly, I'll just show you one video, and I think you might know her or you have seen her. She is one of the best all-rounder we have here in Thailand.
Yeah.
So let me play a video for you guys, okay? And all the viewers, you can also enjoy.
Hi, Pooja and Ramya. I am Shanida Sutirang. I play cricket for Thailand women team. All the best for your future and hope we can meet someday. Good luck. Bye bye.
There
This
she
is so
is.
cool.
Sweet.
Here she is. She's
Really
Shanita.
cool.
Let me tell you more about her. She is an all-rounder from Thai women's team who started playing cricket at the age of 18. Before that, she was used to play volleyball as a professional in her school and her college. She was the first cricketer for Thailand to take a hat trick in women's T20 international match. And she has been named as an ICC Women's Emerging Player of the Year for playing a key role in her team's qualification for the ICC Women's T20 World Cup T20.
Sure. This is the first time I interact with an international player.
Yeah.
Okay, she was very sweet when I asked her and just say something. She said obviously she gonna do that. So she is very I can say a jolly person. I have met her a couple of times. Even my daughter played with her, and she's like one of the fantastic ambassador of cricket. So let's move ahead. Let's go to
Sure.
our first section. Very short section we have here. We'll have a rapid fire questions. Are you ready to take on these questions?
Yeah, bring it on.
I
So
might
easy on me.
Yeah, sure. I just saw a surge in live viewing, so more and more people joined us right now. So it would be great for them to hear these rapid fire questions. So Ramya, let's first question to you.
Yeah.
It's a cricket quiz question. Highest ODI wicket taker in women's cricket.
Sorry.
Highest ODI wicket taker in women cricket.
Uh,
Okay, leave it.
sorry.
Pooja,
Megan Shoot, maybe.
sorry, it's Jhulan Goswami.
Okay, that's a pity that I didn't know this. Yeah.
That's okay. Uh, Ramya, next question. Which men international cricket you want to go on date with?
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli, obviously. What's your favorite holiday destination?
New Caledonia.
Okay, I haven't heard about it, but yeah, that should be good
That's
place.
really good place.
Okay, I'll Google it. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Only one food.
Yes.
That's hard.
Nice.
I'm a food lover. I eat a lot.
Just say one of the.
I don't know, like Indian food.
Okay.
Chicken biryani.
Okay, that should be the way. Okay, what is your favorite men and who is your favorite men and women cricketer?
Man cricketer, I like Rohit Sharma
Okay.
and Virat Kohli.
Hmm.
Women cricketer is Harmanpreet Kaur, also Smriti Mandhana, and
Okay.
Shafali Ali. Yeah.
Okay. Who inspire you in a cricket field?
My friends.
Okay, that's a great one. One part of cricket training routine which you don't like.
Warm up or
Oh my
running
God.
before training.
Understand. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Happy person, get going. Um, things to be done. If something is to be done, it will be done.
Go getter. Okay, understand. Biggest addiction?
Mm. I have a lot. I'm into technology, so biggest addition is gadgets. I
Gadget.
look a lot of I read a lot of about new gadgets and
New gadget.
new specifications and stuff.
Great. Best thing about being a cricketer?
Mm, 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 mm. Being competitive all
Okay,
the time.
understand. So if you were an emoji, what one would you would be? Okay,
Smiling face.
good one. Okay, nice answers. Pooja, are you ready now?
Yeah.
Okay, who holds the record of most runs in women cricket, women ODI
This
cricket?
one I know. It's Mithali Raj.
Great answer. How are fast bowlers cooler than spin bowlers?
Yeah, I mean, of course, fast bowlers are. I won't say cooler, but yeah, they can get more bowled out, which is it's always nice to see the bails flying off.
True, true. That's the one. Who is your favorite men and women cricketer?
Rahul Dravid for sure,
Okay,
and in women cricket, I like Elise Perry.
okay, great. One complaint that you and your teammates have about you.
Uh, I'm a bit serious, so it's hard to approach me sometimes.
Okay,
I'm
understand.
thinking
Yeah,
about that.
Understand. What's the comfort food for you?
khichdi, if you know that, lentils
Yeah,
with rice.
definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. I can make it as well, so that's okay.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
so, one cricketer whose retirement you fear.
Right now, actually, nobody. I'm not so passionate about any player.
Okay.
But earlier it was like when Ganguly and Dravid, Sachin were
o-
playing. Then that time I was more emotional about it. Yeah,
Okay. One thing right on top of your bucket list.
hitting a six.
Oh, great one.
I hit
Good
a
one.
boundary. I'm waiting for the six.
Sure. I am too. But actually, last match I hit one, so that's okay.
Okay.
Uh, so, one bowler you are thankful you don't have to face as a batter.
Ah, I mean, Ramya is a great bowler, and I don't have to face her in matches, so that's good.
Okay. If you could swap lives with your celebrity, one celebrity.
Oi.
Uh-huh. It would be one of the famous scientists like John Gurdon or Stephen Hawking.
Okay, great one. I know you are into science and also
Yeah.
I probably would have guessed this answer. A song currently stuck in your head.
No, the new songs, it's not for me.
Okay.
I'm still I mean, 90s or 70s music is what I like. Yeah.
Okay. Last question, but very interesting one. Pooja the scientist or Pooja the cricketer? What would you prefer?
It's not the right to say in this show, but it would be scientist. At
Okay.
heart, I am
Thank-
scientist. Yeah.
Thanks
Cricket
for
is my
answering.
passion, but yeah,
Yeah,
still.
thanks for answering the question. Let's take some question from our viewers. That's a great rapid fire questions from both of you. So
Sure.
I have a couple of questions from our viewers. One of the viewers, Somesh Shah, is asking something. So let me bring it on the show.
Yeah.
Somesh asked, question for Pooja and Ramya. How interested are European countries to promote cricket, men and women, into the mainstream? First question, what is your general exercising fitness schedule? You can answer one by one.
Yeah, I think there is a push from all the European countries. We see, like we hear from Netherlands. Of course, Netherlands has played more cricket, but then from Germany, Austria, all the Nordic countries, we keep hearing from them, and there is a chatter always to promote cricket.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's still in its nascent stage.
yeah,
And with the promotion of T20 cricket, I think it will get better because earlier, like playing a test match is kind of unimaginable by European countries.
true,
But with
true, true.
T20 and the 100-ball format, I think it will go from strength to strength. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Ramya, how about you?
Uh, it as we are into the cricket. For us, we feel like European countries are for trying their best to get to promote the cricket, but it's easier to get this answer from non-cricketers to know
Yeah,
how they are promoting. For example, Gree or Jesper, they know cricket,
Yeah.
but they don't know the game wise. Or it's like non-cricketers, they can give the best answer.
True.
It's for example, in Norway, in my company itself, only Indians or Pakistanis, they know about the cricket, not
True.
Norwegians. So I have to
Okay.
speak about Norwegian cricket all the time to let them know there is a sport called cricket. So
True.
it's the people who are involved in cricket are the main ambassadors for
True.
Yeah, if you ever
promoting.
try to explain a test match to any non-cricketing people,
Yeah.
you'll know what is the struggle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be mess. It would be like
Yeah.
you're
I mean,
explaining something
they just do not understand how can you play a game for 5 days with
5
tea
days.
breaks and lunch breaks and everything.
True. True. So let's take the let's. How about the second question? What's your general exercising fitness schedule?
Uh, I actually train at least 3 to 4 times a week. Cricket, I do nets, but in general fitness, this summer the weather is quite good. I
Yeah.
started doing running. So
Okay.
I recently I completed 5K, and I'm also starting with the new virtual running.
Okay.
So I'm not good at sprinting,
Okay.
which I'm focusing to be better. As a
Okay.
batter, we need to be good at sprinting.
True.
So I'm doing my jogging to get
Okay.
the stamina, and then I
Mm-hmm.
can focus on sprinting. So
Okay.
my fitness schedule is just jogging.
Okay.
Yeah, and
For
I
now.
mean, of course,
Okay.
For now.
together with all these stuff, which most people do, as a captain, I'm trying to introduce a personalized nutrition and strength and stamina program.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
together with my colleague who has some interest in this kind of thing, we are trying
Mm-hmm.
to develop a personalized routine for all our players, and then we'll see how it goes. We really
True.
want the girls to be fit. They
Yeah.
should get the right nutrition, and they should train the right muscles for specific roles in cricket, like
Yeah.
batting or
That's
bowling or
definitely.
fielding. Yeah, so we are we are planning this, and in the off season we'll take this up.
Yeah.
Okay. Hope Somesh already got this answer of what he tend to ask. Let's take another question from Pratik Agnihotri, who is one of your coach and also plays for Thailand Women's National. Sorry, my bad. Norway
Yeah.
men's team. He asked, how does playing a league match compare to playing a match for the country? Are you more stressed, more calm?
Yes, I'm more stressed. I
Okay.
was really stressed because I'm pretty new to the cricket, and I'm also representing the flag. So
Correct.
I was really under pressure. So
Yeah.
I've never been calm in the whole tournament.
Okay.
Okay, I
So
can
I
that
just
I,
would
answer
I
this.
played
definitely need
very
meditation.
calmly during the
True.
tournaments afterwards, but during that ICC tournament, I was on stress continuously.
How about you,
I can
Pooja?
answer this hypothetically because I haven't played for a country yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I go by this theory that you should take every practice as the real thing,
True.
real situation, and every
True.
real situation as a practice situation.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
probably that's the way you can perform well. Like yesterday, we were just having fun barbecue and we were playing cricket.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw girls going for full shots, like really hitting it off the long on or long off, and I've never seen them playing like that in the ground.
Okay.
So you should go without any kind of stress, and that's when you
Yeah.
can do your best.
So yeah, I understand. I definitely agree on that part. Like you have to be more and more calm rather than being stressed,
Mm.
because eventually the the better performance only comes once you are calm into the field.
Exactly.
So it
Exactly.
definitely helps a lot. So yeah,
That was
as
the learning I also got from the tournament, ICC
true.
tournament.
At the same time, you must have seen Harshal sir also talking about the same, correct? Mental things, psychology. It all depends how
Of
it's
course.
now become a mental game. So you need to be strong-headed so that you can
Mm.
perform well as well. Like
Of
like
course. Of course.
smiling assassins of Thailand cricket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay, that's great. Hope Pratik you got an answer. Thanks for asking this good question. Let me take one of more question we have here. Uh, One of the question, as a cricketer, do you have any wish or record you want to make in women's cricket?
Yes. I want to make at least 1 century
Yeah, okay,
in
true.
T20
And
because
T20, wow.
yeah, I play more of on ground shots, not
Yes.
in the air. So
Yeah.
I did fours, but never a
Mm-hmm.
six. So
Okay.
I want to go on hitting than playing
Yeah.
like a test match. So I
Okay.
want to achieve a century in T20.
Okay. How about you, Pooja?
I've had a hat trick in a practice game. I want to have it in a real game. And yeah, I mean, at this stage, our wishes are also quite small with the
Yeah,
like little experience that we have.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
want to
guys
have more
actually?
realistic goals. Yeah.
Okay. Do you actually? I heard somewhere that someone was saying that the ground sizes needs to be small, the ball sizes needs to be small for women cricket. Do you
I
think
think the
that should
ball
matter?
ball size makes sense
Okay.
because the size of our hand is smaller, right? Like
Yeah.
being a spinner, I know that it's harder to grip the
Great.
regular cricket
Yeah.
size.
True.
So I think that's fine to play with the smaller ball. I don't care about the weight. The weight can be same as the men's cricket, but the size
Yeah.
is because of our hands are smaller.
Okay.
Grounds, it's fine because both the team play in the same ground. It doesn't matter it's small or big.
True.
Yeah.
Understand. That
I
should be
mean,
the
but
good.
yeah, if you want more sixes, of course, make it smaller.
Sure.
Otherwise, no sixes.
Understand. Okay, there is another question from Pratik to Pooja. Actually, he wants to ask this to Pooja. Does being a captain affect your own performances? If yes, how and why?
Uh, it does affect a little bit right now because we don't have a lot of specialized players.
Yeah.
And being a captain and all rounder, I always try to, I'm like caught in the balancing act. Like if the bowling is going bad, I want to balance that myself. And then if the batting is going bad, I have to balance that myself. So right now, it affects for sure. Once we
Okay.
have a more balanced team and more senior players, I would like to think that I can overcome that pressure. But right now, it is there.
Okay. Okay. Great. I hope Pratik you got an answer of your question. Let's take last couple of questions. Uh, what are your thoughts on uplifting women cricket?
I think sports empowers, right? It doesn't matter who it is. And it's a
True.
fact that women have been lagging behind due to lack of opportunities.
Yeah.
So it's we are not asking for favors. All we want is opportunities. So
True.
we don't want a smaller ground. We don't want other or like any kind of favors, I would say.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
definitely want opportunities, and sports is very uplifting. No matter it's cricket or anything else.
Yeah.
When you play a sport, you learn this sportsmanship, right? The
Yeah.
sportsman spirit, if you know what that means, right?
Yeah.
And that is something which you don't learn anywhere else. If you haven't played
True.
sports as a child or as an adult, your social dynamics is very different from people who play sports.
True.
And women, because of their additional responsibilities at home and everything, they kind of miss out uh, with this experience. So it is definitely required, and
True.
especially in
Definitely.
those countries where the inequality is larger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely. I
in
agree on
Norway,
that.
we have nothing to complain about, but there are, of
True.
course, other countries where the inequality, the gap is huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can clearly see how sports can help to mend that gap.
Definitely. What's your thought on that, Ramya? What do you think?
So it. I agree with what Pooja said. It's about the more opportunities we get compared
Yeah.
to men's cricket.
Yeah.
Women's get much lesser opportunities.
Yeah.
It's also getting harder to sustain the players. So that's
Yeah.
also one thing that we should keep on giving the opportunities to women, so that and it's I want to have sport as like a way of life rather than an option.
Very nicely said.
So
Well said. Yeah.
so
Yeah, I think the family should support women getting a few hours out of their weekly
yeah,
affairs, and they can go out and play sports or get off for a weekend and travel for sports, which is a little lagging behind and it's not the norm.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I also try, I have two daughters now. So I also try sometime to ask them. Like no, obviously my younger one is very young right now, but I always ask my elder one, like, do you want to play cricket? Let's go out sometime and have fun. At least she will be habituated of what the game actually is, and
Exactly.
it definitely improves your stamina. It improves your sportsman spirit and all those stuff. So yeah, it's definitely what you're
No,
saying.
also, as we already discussed, right, it's like meditation. Like when
True.
I play a badminton game, right, for those 30, 40 minutes when a game is happening, I
Yeah,
would forget anything else. Like if I have a bad experiment going on in the lab, if I have a family problem, I forget that for those 30 minutes. It's the same with batting or bowling. If you're batting there, you have to forget what is happening, and that's very relieving for your mind.
true. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
A very interesting question, yet they are applauding you guys. So I'll just quickly bring on that comment or as well as the question. The question comes from Gray Brewers, if I'm pronouncing her name
Agree.
correctly.
Yeah.
Uh, do you aware of her? Like, do you know her?
She is
Yeah.
the general secretary for the
Okay.
federation.
Oh, that's nice. Welcome to the show, Gray. What would we do without you? NCF are very proud to have you, our team development.
No, we really enjoy working with Greece. She gives us all the independence, and she takes lets us take charge of what we want to
Okay.
do.
Okay.
She gives us opportunity to contribute to different committees. We have access to her all the time. If we send her a message, we get a reply as soon as she can see it. It's a great support from her.
So we actually, we need such women in the game of cricket
Yeah.
who is
Exactly.
there, who is as passionate as the cricket players,
Oh, and
always there to help.
she is working very hard with her counterparts in the Finnish board, in the Swedish board. She is always in touch with them, and then trying to bring everybody together to have a tournament in the winters or in the summers. So yeah,
Oh, that's great. So she's the one, I must say, that who actually works on the ground level and get you guys games, get you guys as
Yeah.
much
yes,
as you
yes,
can play.
yeah.
Right?
Soon she will
She has
also
a
start
vision.
play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Soon she will
Sure.
also start play.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Thanks,
Yeah,
With
we have
Gray.
me.
been asking her to start playing with us.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be great, correct? She might feel like more and more enjoyment when she's at the ground. So she might like love it, I guess so.
No, no,
So
when I
thanks,
told
Gray.
her about this interview and I told her that it's from Thailand and I told her
Yeah.
about the Thai women team, she was really excited. She was happy to know that the women team there is doing so well.
Yeah. That's thanks. I must take it as a compliment being a part of Thailand cricket fraternity. Actually, we are doing well, and we
Yeah.
would actually excel on our men's team as well in that department. And I hope one day we can. So let's go ahead and take a last question, which I have for you guys. How difficult it is to survive from your failures and come back strongest?
Yeah, it's a little hard. I think because of the lack of match experience, we still don't have that temperament. At least personally, I'm a very competitive kind of person.
Yeah,
So I hate losing. But
yeah,
yeah, I have. We're doing good as a team. We come back. We come back together very quickly after a loss.
yeah.
And this season specifically, we have the faith in ourselves. We believe that we can win. Even if we have a bad game one day, it's just a day, and we can come back stronger the next time. So that
True,
faith has
definitely.
developed, which is the exciting part right now for us.
True,
And
definitely. How about you,
yeah,
Ramya?
and we don't let that failure affect us and the team as well. Uh,
True.
but once we if we fail the if we lose the match, we come out, we forget
Mm,
about that for a certain time, and then when we actually come to the training session, we think about what we did mistakes there and try to rectify it during our trainings,
true.
and then go to the match much more stronger than previous match. So
Yeah,
that's
and the
how
Yeah,
we've
girls,
been training every time.
yeah, and the girls always have back of each other.
Yeah.
yeah.
We really support each other, and
Oh,
that's
that's
how we
great.
want to continue. Yeah.
We
That's
don't
great.
let
You
the
guys,
failure be break our bonds or break our environment. So
true.
it's just a
Yeah.
part of learning. That's all.
That's true. Uh, uh, we are actually at the end of the show, and I must say that this was one of the most entertaining episode of Cricketing Blues. We have found so many people joining us, and also thanks to our Cricket Association of Thailand, who actually allowed our head coach of women's team to be in the show and give us some insight and I hope you guys have found that good as well, and you can implement some of his
Sure.
experience into your cricketing abilities. So all the best for
But
your final match, which is on 30th August or August of NCF 5 series match between Vestli and Falcon Cricket
Falcon.
Club. Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah,
Thank you so much.
thanks a lot for coming on the show. It was great to host you both. All the best for
thanks,
your
Afan.
future.
It was a great experience for us.
Yeah, it's a really
Thank you.
pleasure talking to you as well.
Pleasure is mine. It was great, and hope we can be in touch again in future, and we can
Definitely.
do whatever we can from our side for the love of the cricket. Thank you. All the best. Be
Sure.
safe and take care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you. So, hi guys. It was a very interesting chat show with two of the girls from Norway Cricket Federation. They were quite enthusiastic and they shared a lot of insights on how European nation is going ahead and giving enough opportunities to women cricket. Though men cricket is also developing in those European nation, as we keep on seeing the lot of T10 tournaments and T20 tournaments are happening in each and every country in European region, and it's also great to see Pooja and Ramya being there as their semi-professional cricketing career. They are giving much more importance to cricket and trying their best from in their abilities to uplift women cricket. And it's great to see all of you joining and um, watching this today's episode, and I'll definitely come again for our sixth episode very soon. Thanks for joining today. Have a nice day or good night to all the Asian countries. See you soon. Have a nice time. Bye, guys.